Hi, everybody. My name's Jason.
I'm Caden.
I'm Jaden.
And we are the Yahuwah and the Torah channel. And today is a special edition. Drum roll, everyone. Drum roll. It is the Antichrist edition. That's right. If you are celebrating Christmas today, then you are part of the Antichrist beast system. Congratulations. Actually, no. It's something that you would not want to be doing. It's something that you would not want to be a part of. And we're going to go over why this is. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys have already turned this off, which most of you guys already do, because we present a very powerful message to all of this, in that all of these so-called man-made holidays, they're all satanic. And you would not want to be involved in a satanic ceremony, right? So, with that, let us get into this. And the very first thing that I think we should actually go over are some of the commands. Mr. Cole's hacking and wheezing back there still. Let's go over this real quick. Let's go over something that is very, very plain to see. Let's take it from Jeremiah 10. Hear the words which Yahuwah speaks to you, O house of Yisrael. Now, before you go and say, oh, I'm not the house of Yisrael. Now, hear me out. If you're not the house of Yisrael, then you're the house of Christian. And the house of Christian is sent to hell. Matthew 7 says, if you are lawless, you are on your way to the pits of hell. That's what scriptures say. Now, again, put the rocks down. Let's talk about this real quick. So, how do you become the house of Yisrael, gentlemen?
You want to follow the commands of the Creator.
Where are the commands of the Creator found?
In the first 5 books of the Bible.
And those books are what?
Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy.
Yes, and inside of those first 5 books is a concrete base with hardcore, solid, foundational concrete. And we would want to have this type of concrete in our house. So, here, the word of Jeremiah 10 says this, hear the word which Yahuwah speaks. This is the word of our Creator to anyone who wants to be a child of the Most High. Thus said Yahuwah, do not learn the way of the Gentiles, and do not be frightened by the signs of the Shamaim, for the Gentiles are frightened by them. For the prescribed customs of these peoples are worthless. For one cuts a tree from the forest, work of the hands of a craftsman with a cutting tool. They adorn it with silver and gold. They fasten it with nails and hammers so that it does not topple. They are like a rounded post, and they do not speak. They have to be carried because they do not walk. Do not be afraid of them, for they do no evil, nor is it in them to do any good. Okay, so we've just been told, let's just finish with 6. There is none like you, O Yahuwah. You are great, and great is your name in might. Now, if you say that you love God, Yahuwah, with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your soul, then these are the words he says. And if you truly love somebody, then what they say is going to be said. And so instead of being those people who are adorning a tree. Now, this isn't just a tree. Guys, this is the phallus of Nimrod. This is the private junk of Nimrod that was chopped off, and they tried to reassemble it, and the Samaramis could not get it all. They were missing his piece. And so in a way of satanic adulteration, they went and they did this. Now, let us go to something interesting. Actually, let us go first of all to a couple of Torah commands. Because we have some Torah commands, and one of these Torah commands, let's go with master sin. This one would apply to all of us in this particular situation. If you are out there wishing people Merry Christmas, then you are not mastering sin. You are part of the world. You are with the world, and you look like the world and totally smell like the world. Now, here's a command that says, walk before me and be perfect. Now, if you are celebrating Christmas or you are part of any kind of these man-made traditions, or even Hanukkah is breaking Deuteronomy 4:2. There's no place in scriptures that says we should be keeping these things. And so they've taken Christmas and they've made it an 8-day super holiday. And so it's not just something like that. We're not walking before him and being perfect. Another big command is where we need to guard the covenants, laws, statutes, and commands. Now, as we continue through this, there's a couple on there Say, for instance, there's one Torah for the stranger and one for the Hebrew. That means wherever you come from, whatever so-called R-word religion that you guys come in from, if you guys want to be a child of the Most High, we have one set of scriptures, and it's from Genesis to Deuteronomy, and that will give us the foundational guide for everything in life. Now, here's another one. There are no mighty ones before Yahuwah. So you have the phallus of Nimrod, and you have your children getting on their knees and opening presents and bowing before the great phallus of Nimrod. Not such a good idea, right? Continuing on, the one I would like to talk about is the, anyone have a guess before I make it there?
Is it the feasts? Feast
No,
days?
that too. Do not walk in the ways of the nations is the one I'm looking for here.
It's a little bit down.
Yeah, do not walk in the ways of the nations. And as you guys see these are very, very good things. They are Kodesh ways and laws and rules and regulations. Do not mingle linen and wool. I know it's here somewhere. Let's see. Do not walk in the manners of the nations. So we have two commandments that are stated inside of the Torah, Leviticus 20:23 and Deuteronomy 18:19. Now, when you say, "Am I walking in the manners of the nations?" and you go, "Well, it's not what it is to me. Jesus is what this is all about. I am absolutely celebrating Jesus." So we're going to take it up to our friends at ChatGPT. Actually, not a friend, but people that have assimilated a ton of information, and let us talk about where did Christmas come from, and are you walking in the manners of the nations? Saturnalia was an ancient Roman festival held in honor of Saturn, the god of agriculture, wealth, and time. And also, for those who don't know, Saturn is also Satan. It's another name for Satan. That's why the Satanists love the actual, what they call a planet of Saturn, because it has an 8-sided octagon on it. I think it's an 8-sided or 6.
Hexagon.
It's a hexagon. That's what it is. Yeah, it's a hexagon on it. They love it. There's all these Saturn worshipers. They love Saturn, right? This is the man. This is one of their deities. And so here we are, completely walking in the matters of the nations. Now, it was celebrated annually starting on December 17th and later extended to multiple days, often running up to December 23rd. Saturnalia was one of the most popular Roman festivals. Saturnalia was marked by feasting, revelry, and the reversal of society norms. Here's a brief overview of its history and customs. Okay. Saturnalia likely evolved from an earlier agriculture festivals and celebrated the end of the planting season and the beginning of the winter solstice. It honored Saturn, symbolizing a mythical golden age of abundance, equality, and peace. The official recognition: Saturnalia became a state-sponsored holiday during the Roman Republic, with public sacrifices and feasts in the Temple of Saturn in the Roman Forum. The temple's statue of Saturn was untied during the festival to symbolize freedom. All right, so I guess Saturn was tied up prior to this day, and then they untied Saturn. Customs and activities. Well, they had feasting and merrymaking. Public banquets were held, and private households celebrated with lavish meals, drinking, and games. Special foods, such as cakes shaped like the sun, were served. Then they had reversal of social roles. Enslaved people were treated as equals to their masters and sometimes allowed to act as masters for the day. And then a king of Saturnalia, or lord of misrule, was chosen to preside over the festivals, often with humorous commands. Gift giving. Small gifts called sigillia, wax or clay figurines, candles, or other trinkets were exchanged as tokens of goodwill. Gambling. Games of dice, typically frowned upon during the year, were openly played, symbolizing a temporary suspension of societal rules. Decorations. Homes and temples were adorned with greenery, wreaths, and garlands similar to modern holiday decorations. And then they had a thing called freedom of speech. And that's something that we've lost in North America, and we've lost it for a very, very long time. But back in the day, they actually decided that was the one day we could speak. So I don't know, maybe we can say things on YouTube today that we wouldn't be able to say anywhere else, in memory of Saturnalia. But people were encouraged to speak freely about even taboo or political topics without fear of punishment. All right, the legacy of Saturnalia. Many Saturnalia customs influenced later holidays, including Christmas and New Year's celebration. For example, gift giving and feasting are hallmarks of Christmas. The use of candles, greenery, and decorations continues in modern traditions. The emphasis on joy and goodwill echoes the spirit of Saturnalia. Saturnalia remains a symbol of joy, equality, and the importance of relaxation and celebration amidst life's challenges. This is beautiful. Now I ask, how did Saturnalia become Christmas? And ChatGPT goes, the transformation of Saturnalia into Christmas was a gradual process that took place over centuries as Christianity spread and became the dominant religion in the Roman Empire. Here's how this transformation happened. The timing of the celebrations. Saturnalia began on December 17th and extended to December 23rd. The winter solstice was celebrated in many ancient cultures as a time of renewal, marking the return of longer daylight hours. The Roman festival of Sol Invictus, the unconquered sun. That's why you guys celebrate on Sunday, the day of the sun, the Sol Victus Day. On December 25th, honored the sun god and celebrated light overcoming darkness. All right, guys, this is all. You're absolutely not walking in the manners of the nations when you celebrate Christmas, right? Everything is satanic. If you are celebrating, congratulations, you have made it to Satan's satanic list. You are there. Ho, ho, ho. Early Christians, aiming to establish their own traditions, adopted December 25th as the date to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ, symbolizing the arrival of the light of the world. Okay, well, the problem is our Messiah was born and again, I had this loudmouth chick that was going off on me, telling me, oh, he wasn't, because I said he was born in September. Look, when I say September, I'm saying the Gregorian calendar time. We're talking in our Creator's time. I think it's the 7th month, and it's the day of blasting. That is the day our Messiah more than likely was born, when the same time that the people were literally blasting their horns, waiting for their king. That's because our Creator was born on all of these, our Creator's Son was born on all of these appointed times. Our Creator made sure that all of his established times throughout everything, our Messiah was walking the appointed times along with walking the Torah and telling us we should absolutely walk the Torah. Now, Christianity's rise to power. When Emperor Constantine converted to Christianity in the early 4th century, the Roman Empire began transitioning from polytheism to Christianity. In 380 CE, Christianity became the official religion of the Roman Empire under Emperor Theodosius I, further integrating Christian and pagan traditions. Now, adapting pagan practices. To ease the transition to Christianity, church leaders allowed many pagan customs to continue, incorporating them into Christian celebrations. The feasting, gift-giving, and decorations of Saturnalia were retained but given new Christian meanings. For example, evergreen decorations popular during Saturnalia were reinterpreted as symbols of eternal life. Candles, which symbolize light in pagan rituals, as well as satanic rituals, became associated with Jesus as the light of the world. Refraining from celebration. The rowdiness and revelry of Saturnalia were gradually replaced with more solemn religious observations through some festive elements persisted, though some festive elements persisted. Gift-giving, originally part of Saturnalia, was reframed as an echo of the gifts brought to Jesus by the Magi. The idea of charity and goodwill, emphasized during Saturnalia, aligned well with Christian teachings and became central to Christmas. Cultural fusion. Over time, Saturnalia and Sol Invictus were almost entirely absorbed into Christmas, as the church sought to make Christianity more appealing to former pagans by blending familiar customs with new religious themes. In medieval Europe, elements of Saturnalia, the Lord or Misrule, persisted in Yuletide and other local Christmas traditions. Now, here's some key differences between Saturnalia and Christmas, and I will tell you, they're all satanic. They're all part. You're celebrating demonic stuff. So if you are participating, if you're telling people Merry Christmas, congratulations, you are one of Satan's. While Saturnalia was a secular and polytheistic celebration, Christmas became a deeply religious holiday commemorating the birth of Jesus Christ. Commemorating, right? Wrong day, wrong month, wrong times. However, the spirit of joy, feasting, and goodwill remains central to both celebrations. This blend of traditions ensured a smoother cultural shift from paganism to Christianity and allowed Christmas to become a universally recognized and celebrated holiday. So there we go.
Wow.
Enjoy your Yuletide greetings. Enjoy your Hanukkah. Enjoy your satanic, demonic stuff, because if you are doing all of this, you are not a child of the Most High. You just aren't. You can sit there and you can yell at me. You can pick up your rocks and chuck them. Go ahead, chuck them away. I don't care. This is the truth, and the truth needs to be told. And so with that, my friends, my family, we have many holidays around here because we have 9 pit bulls, but we will never celebrate these holly days. We have appointed times by our Creator. We have Passover, it's coming up. We have real times. We have the blasting of trumpets. The blasting of trumpets is, again, more than likely when our Messiah was born in the 7th month, in the Gregorian calendar that you guys would know as September. So with that, everybody, we hope you have a wonderful day. We're out.
All right. Shalom.